Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. It is a few days after I just delivered my baby, and I do apologize. There will not be a labor and delivery vlog. And the only reason is because I didn't have anyone to record. This is more so going to be a story time of everything that pretty much happened. So I probably won't tell the complete story while I'm in the hospital, and the scene may change from me being here now to me being in my home. Still in the hospital. They still have to check her. I did have a baby girl. Her name is Sienna, and she is so gorgeous, so cute. If you do want to see her before I start showing her on YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram at tiffanyfay_1. I believe that's my Instagram. If not, then I'll have it at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, so it was very crazy, my labor. I went in for my doctor's appointment to get a membrane sweep, and that's pretty much what kickstarted my labor. And she did like a good, she counted for like 10 seconds, and it felt like a long time because TMI, but I don't like fingers. Okay, so as you can see, this is a new day. I do apologize about the last clip. The doctor came in and did Sienna's tests and things, check for jaundice, check for any things that could affect us going home that day, and so far they found nothing. Everything was pretty much okay. So as you can see, I am back home. I am with my sweet baby girl. The whole experience of my labor and delivery was just fast. Let me go ahead and give y'all a rundown of how it went. And just a disclaimer, I do apologize because I was not able to record. I brought my camera and everything, but with me going through the pain of the contractions, trying to get to the hospital, I had my kids with me. It was just a lot. Moving forward, fast forward from that, it went pretty fast. On July 28th, I had my doctor's appointment. I was 41 weeks and 4 days. My doctor did a membrane sweep, and it's pretty much when they sweep your cervix. But yeah, so she did that for like 10 seconds. She counted to 10, and it felt like forever. Like, it was excruciating pain. After that, I did a stress test, and that's when I started having mild contractions during my stress test that I could feel. Later on, after that, my membrane sweep was around 2:30, 3 o'clock. Once I got out of the doctor's appointments, it was probably 4-ish, going on 5. I was feeling contractions as I was driving, and my cousin met up with me so she can chill with me. Also, my friend Corey came over to help out a little bit, and then she ended up leaving. Once my cousin Brianna left, that's when my contractions started getting a little bit intense, and I would say it was around like 8 o'clock when I was like, okay, I'm finna go and take a shower to go and calm the contractions down or whatnot. I took me a shower, and it felt so good, but the contractions did not stop. It was like after that membrane sweep, it was like Sienna was ready. She was ready. She was like, okay, I'm coming out. Y'all poke me, so here I come. So after my shower, I got dressed, prepared. I got my kids prepared. I'm like, okay, you know, right now I am a single mom, so it's like I have to do everything by myself currently. So I didn't want to start pushing with each contraction at that point in time because I didn't want my water to break and my kids didn't have nobody to come and get them while I was in the hospital. I'm getting ready to go to the hospital, I should say. So what I did was I called my mom and told her, hey, I'm finna go in. My contractions is getting, you know, more intense and I think it's time. So she was like, yeah, you need to call an ambulance. And mind you, I never called an ambulance or whatever. That was my first time ever getting in the ambulance. And I ended up calling. I called 911 to let them know I was going into labor. I had my kids with me. I didn't have anybody to come get my kids at this point in time that I could think of. So the fire department and the medics came to check on me. And when I say in my living room, I was just looking at a room full of me and just standing there just looking at me like I was going crazy or something like that. Now mind you, this is my third child, so it's like, okay, I feel weird, like y'all a whole bunch of me, y'all don't know how I feel, y'all don't know that I'm in pain, what type of pain I'm dealing with. Y'all just looking at me like I'm just crazy. Because I'm steady like rocking back and forth, like doing deep breaths, asking me questions, steady asking me questions. And then it's like when they ask me a question, here come a contraction. They wanted me to answer a question during a contraction. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I do this. I just tell them 1 minute, you know, just give me 1 minute. Let me, you know, breathe, do my exercises, stuff like that. So once we did all the questions and stuff like that through my contractions, like they were really like questioning me through my whole contraction process, and it was pissing me off. Like, but at the same time, I tried to stay cool, calm, and collective. And the only reason it was pissing me off is because, you know, when you're in labor and those contractions, you don't want to talk. Like, you don't want to talk. So when that was over, I walked down my apartment building stairs backwards, and then they helped me onto like the bed that they put on the ambulance. My kids was already on the ambulance. They helped them to the ambulance, and we all went to the hospital. What happened after that? So when we got in the ambulance, they drove us to the hospital. I called my cousin to see if she can come and get my kids for the night, because my mom and them were going to be on their way the next day. So I had to get all of that together. She ended up helping me out by getting my kids. What happened after that? She came to check on me. She got my kids, and she ended up taking my kids home so she can feed them and put them to sleep. And that was around like 11 something or whatever. So as soon as she left, I called the doctors and told them, like, you know, it feel like I'm ready to push. I think it's time, blah, blah, blah. They ran in and they was like, oh, you're only 8 centimeters, just a little bit to go, da, da, da. So I'm like, okay, I had to bear this a little bit longer. So each contraction, it just kept feeling like I had to push. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Each contraction, I'm just like, ooh, trying to do deep breaths. Deep breaths. That's all you got to do. You have to know your body, regulate your body, know how to put your body at a calm state or whatever when you're doing, like, you know, the labor process. Because if you don't, you know, your heart can start beating fast, your organs can start going crazy and fluxing. So I try to keep myself at a cool, calm mind state when I'm in labor. So fast forward, I end up calling the doctors again, and they told me it's time. So they went ahead and what's up? Okay, yeah. Give me your foot.
I'm gonna go down with you.
You ready for a nap?
And here.
You ready for a nap? Okay.
Yeah, ready for a nap.
So I believe I stopped at I called the doctors again, and I told them it was time for me to push, because those, after they told me I was 8 centimeters, I was already pushing. Like each contraction, I felt like I needed to push. This time when I called them, literally I was pushing. Like I couldn't control my own body. My body was just like, okay girl, we pushing. I called my doctors in again, and they was like, yeah, it's time. They pushed my legs back, and a couple of pushes and she was out. I wanted to like make an aesthetic and do like the labor and delivery like everybody else, but it was just not where it was. Like, kudos to everybody that can do that, but me being by myself, I could not do that. But yeah, after I had her, Sienna was blue when they put her on the table. She was crying. I heard her little cry. It sounded so cute and adorable. Even when she cries now, it's just so cute and adorable. I remember thinking during my whole pregnancy, like, oh my God, I'm really having a girl. Like, I just had it set in my mind that I was going to be a boy mom. I just don't know how to handle girls. Like, my friends that have girls, like, you know, I just say, hey, you little cutie, or whatever, you know, and stuff like that when I see them. But I just didn't know how to be like a girl mom. I'm more so of a tomboy. You know, I put my hair in a messy ponytail or some real simple and just go out. But now I just feel like I need to change after, well, now that I'm not pregnant anymore. I just feel like I want to be a different me. Like, I want to restart who I am. Like, I feel like that's where I am now at this point in time. Like, I want to figure out what I want to wear now, how I want to dress, getting my hair done more, doing more girly things as far as like getting my nails done, getting my eyebrows, eyelashes done. I just want to get back to where I was when I was in high school. You know, taking care of myself and looking cute. That's where I am. That's where my mind is now. To start back, you know, taking better care of myself and looking presentable, I should say. So that's possibly going to be more of what I'm going to do in the future, starting today. But she was born July 28th, 2022 at 11:48 p.m. She came out 9 pounds and 12 ounces. When I tell you that girl tore me something serious, I had to get stitches. Don't know how many stitches I got, but that hurt for real when you get stitches. Mind you, I had a natural birth, so I didn't have any medications, epidurals, or anything like that. So I felt everything. So when she was giving me stitches, I felt it. Like, I felt the needle and everything. So it hurted like really bad. So yeah. Right now my son really wants me to play this game, but I'm gonna end up playing with him a little bit later. He just don't understand right now that I have to do a few things, but I'm gonna get back to getting into the routine of playing with my kids again because I'm so busy. I only said that because he's standing right here at the door.
Okay, I'll go.
He's standing right there at the door. Oh, my baby is funny. But yeah, that's pretty much how my labor and delivery, it went by so quick. So quick. I went into labor on the 28th, had her on the 28th. Oh, so I am an exclusively pumping mom. But currently, let me tell you this though, I did want to exclusively pump, but currently she is still on like the hospital milk, but they didn't give me this. The hospital milk that she had was the Similac 360, but where I'm from, they only have this Enfamil milk, so I just went ahead and picked that up, and I found this at Target. Me and my mom, we went to Meyer last night, and we ended up finding the Similac 360, but it was in like the bottle form, so the 6-pack bottle form. So we went ahead and picked up 4 of those, and it was like $16.99. I'm like, so the plan that I want to do is once I build my milk stash up, then I'm gonna stop buying formula. The formula is here for now, and for if it comes to my milk supply going down to where it's not enough, then we have a milk supply that we know she would drink already. So every time I go to the store, whatever store, I would buy the milk for her, so just in case if something was to happen. Other than that, I don't have a pumping schedule that I stick to. I do have this like app in my phone. Where is my phone? I do have this app in my phone where it lets me know like, hey, it's been 3 hours, it's time to pump. And it's called Breastfeeding. So it's like this little app right here, if you can see that. I don't have a iPhone, so yeah, it's an Android, and I got that off of the Google Play or whatnot. So I use that app to help remind me to pump. At night I don't pump, but in the morning I would have like, my chest would be so full that I pump a lot. And I'm gonna end up showing y'all my milk supply later on in the video of where I am now, so y'all like seeing like my breast pumping journey in the beginning, like the tedious beginning where I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do and how I want to do it. She's not drinking my breast milk now because I want to stock up. So once I get a full picture, or once I get close to the, which I think tonight, what's today? 31st, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Oh, tomorrow is I think it lasts for 4 days in the refrigerator. Is it 4 days? So I'm looking at the CDC website, and they say freshly expressed or pumped can last up to 4 hours on the countertop, but if you put it on in the fridge, it lasts up to 4 days. So I started pumping on July 31st. So I go by that date because that was the first day of me pumping. So I'm using that date as the expiration date, if that makes sense. Or I'm counting from the first pump day, and I'm going to use that date to count the 4 days, if that makes sense. So July 31st, and then July 31st, August 1st, August 2nd, August 3rd, August 4th. August 4th would be the day I would have to bag everything up, but on the safe side, tomorrow, August 3rd, I'm going to bag it up anyway and put it in the freezer so it can be frozen. I am going to have her 2 bottles. I'm gonna try to do 2 bottles of the milk, of my milk. We're gonna see how that works. I'm gonna see. Hopefully I can record that to see. If not, then I don't have it all together yet. And excuse my shirt, like I'm just wearing anything because I have to go in a little while to the doctor's office. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all see how I do my exclusive pumping. But yeah, for now she is on the ready to feed milk. I'm not doing powdered milk. My mom keeps insinuating that she's old school, and she keeps telling me I can get the powder with the water, and I'm not doing all that. I'm gonna get the ready to feed milk so I can just feed my baby, and that's it. But other than that, I'm gonna catch y'all in a little bit after I get back from the doctor office, and I'm gonna let you guys know what's going on. I'm just trying to keep y'all, you know, in touch and up to date on everything. Yeah, so I'm gonna see y'all after the doctor's office. Hey, so it is a new day. I just woke up this morning, and I did want to show you guys like my pumping process because I do want to take this serious. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I like to find inspiration in other people, and you know, who's also doing the breast pumping journey with me, or you know, along with me I should say. And a lot of people that I done found on YouTube, on TikTok and things like that, a lot of them stopped, who I was interested in watching and seeing their journey stopped. And I felt pretty disappointed, like, to be honest, disappointed, because I wanted to have somebody along the journey with me during the pumping process or whatever. And don't mind my bra, I was leaking all night. I forgot to pump last night and I was leaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and change my bra after this pump, because I am literally almost full. So what I'm gonna do is make a few bottles. Yeah, I'm gonna make a few bottles and put them in the refrigerator so they can be stored for later. I use the pitcher method, and I got the Dr. Brown's pitcher, and it's pretty inexpensive. It's cheap. So I got this to start my milk. Last night I did bag up some milk, so that's why it's empty. But hopefully in this vlog I'll show you guys me bagging up some milk late at night, and also making her bottles for the night. I do have an abundance of storage bags for my milk storage, and I also have a bunch of dishes to start washing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. But I want to really take breast pumping serious, because for one, breast milk is very healthy for your baby. With the economy going on and the milk shortage, it was also a good idea for me to get free milk, which is my own supply. I am pretty full in this booth, so I went ahead and turned it off. But like I was saying, with the milk shortage, it really inspired me to, you know, breast pump, because I didn't want to be scoured, you know, searching high and low for milk to feed my baby. But right after I get out the hospital, I did go around looking for a milk substitute, which is the hospital brand, the Similac 360 ready to feed bottles. I could not find those, so I ended up getting the Infamil NeuroPro, and I think I got that one. I got that at Target, and I ended up finding the Similac 360 at Meijer. So I will be using either of those because they're pretty much both the same thing, and they will help just in case, like if I have a short supply of milk, or if my milk ever stops. That's what I will use those ready to feed bottles for. I don't want to do powder milk because that's just not my preference. I want the ready to feed so I can just pour and go. So far, everything has been going okay. Everything has been going good with me breast pumping. For those of you who might ask, when did my milk come in, or when did I start breast pumping? I started breast pumping at around 38 weeks. But I was not getting any milk out, any colostrum, nothing. 39 weeks, I was still trying to pump. I was pumping like probably once or twice a week just to see if something would come out. And for my 38th, 39th, 40th, and I don't think I did it on my 41st week. But for my 38th, 39th, and 40th week, I tried to pump like once or twice and nothing would come out. And then my 41st week, when I was overdue, I just completely stopped and gave up. And just said, like, you know, I'll go ahead and wait until she comes to see if the milk will come. The day I had her, my milk did not come. I pumped in the hospital with the hospital grade pump. My milk did not come. I was in the hospital for 3 days. My milk did not come. No colostrum, no anything. The day I came home, I had a letdown. As soon as I came home, I had a letdown. And my mom said it could be that, you know, I'm in my comfort. I'm in my own home. You know, I feel comfortable. So that's probably why I had a letdown then. So once I had that letdown, I started pumping. And I started getting my colostrum. Frank, it was a lot of colostrum. Because, you know, some people use those syringes and they only get like whatever they can in those syringes. I was actually getting like half a bottle of colostrum. So that's pretty much how my milk supply came in. And I don't stick to a schedule. I tried, but I feel like it mentally affects me in some type of ways to where it's not really as fun, I should say. Oh, whatever. And if you hear something in the background, I'm watching Wild 'N Out. So I don't normally count the ounces that's already in my breast pumps. I would count it when I pour them in the bottle. I spilled. And this is also the Bella Baby Pump. And I got it during like their promotional period where they had it like, I think it was like half off or something like that. Hold on, let me fix y'all. Okay, so I really need to change my bra because I leaked all last night and I need to change this. So my first breast pump pumps 5 ounces. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do my second breast pump. And I try to wash my dishes like every chance I can get. Like after I change my bra, I'll probably go ahead and wash my dishes because I just washed the dishes. But I do need to wash them so I can have my breast pumps ready for my next letdown. I used to pump every 2 to 3 hours when she feeds. But now I do it like that, but I also do it when I'm feeling like I'm having a letdown. And then my second pump, I pump 5 ounces. If you can see that, you probably can't, but I pump 5 ounces. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put these 2 in the refrigerator and chill them. So I try to like eat in the morning. I don't normally, y'all excuse this bra because I'm the one that's looking at it and I'm just looking like, ugh, like all that milk. I don't have like a specific diet. I eat what I want to eat. My milk supply will be here. I don't feel like, me personally, I don't feel like anything will affect my breast milk unless I stop pumping. That's how I look at it. Because I've been eating whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want, and nothing affects my breast milk. Not the color, not the smell, not the taste for my baby. Nothing changed. So I eat what I want, but I also make sure I drink water. So I am going to give me some oatmeal though. This is not a diet for me or a supplement to build up my breast milk. It's just I'm cooking something really quick before Sienna wakes up. So I'm gonna make my oatmeal, change my bra, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys.